Everything we do leaves a mark. Out here, we're lucky to walk among such ancient ridges, and we do our best to preserve these untamed wilds. I'm grateful that a seasoned hunter like yourself comes all the way here to support our efforts. My name's Trevor Locke. We talked on the phone. I'm very excited to get to know each other at last. You have no idea how many stories I've heard about you. Feel free to explore the reserve by yourself, and I'll be there if needed. Welcome to New England Mountains. How was your trip? I imagine the ride here was a little bumpy, right? Yeah, around here we like it remote and rugged. Before you head out, take the time to figure out your gear and equipment if you need to. You'll want to be well prepared for all kinds of environment or weather. This is New England after all. First things first, as I'm sure you know, resting is key. I'd recommend locating the nearest outpost and opening it. There, I just sent the coordinates to your hunter mate, just in case. My hope is to make this reserve an inclusive place for people not just to hunt, but also to experience a genuine adventure. Something that will take them off the beaten path, you know? So many people go through life without ever experiencing the true outdoors, and I believe access to nature should be a human right. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. I'll be in touch once you're at the outpost. You'll see. You can't miss it. Nice. That outpost is one of the more recent ones. Don't get too used to all the modern comfort, especially if you plan on hiking in high altitude or in the valleys in the north. Oh, by the way, I took the liberty of leaving a backpack for you there. Feel free to use it, in case you're interested in helping out around the reserve. Cool. I thought it might come in handy. Let me explain what I mean by helping out. In a nutshell, our visitors can choose to take on various tasks to support the reserve during their stay. For that, we use notice boards to publish hunting challenges and competitions. There should be one just outside that outpost, if you want to go have a look. Of course, we compensate hunters for their contributions, so make sure to check out any other notice boards you come across. They're usually near outposts. Thanks to this system, hunters can help keep this place in tip-top shape, and they get to choose when and how they help out. One last thing. I suggest you go to the nearest lookout tower. It's north of your current location. It'll help you orient yourself and give you a good overview over the valley. I gotta say, your reputation precedes you. I was thrilled when I saw your name among the applicants for this year's competition. There's this other warden who only had good things to say about your ethics and expertise. Since I trust his judgment 100%, I trust you too. Which reminds me, I have a surprise guest for you. An old friend of yours. You'll find out soon enough, I promise. He should be on his way here right now. Once he's arrived, I'll get you two reacquainted. This valley is an amazing all-round hunting area, both for new and pro hunters. Rivers, lakes, uplands, forests, mountains. There's lots of different biomes and all kinds of game. Pro tip, if you need to get your bearings, try to find lookouts when you're out exploring. They're scattered all across the reserve. I can't wait to introduce you to my little slice of paradise. And I can only encourage you to wander off and discover the reserve on your own. Look, if you're good to go, I have a mission of the utmost importance for you. I need someone I can trust to collect maple syrup. You heard me right. Maple syrup. Should you choose to accept this mission, I shall share my best-kept secret with you. My favorite maple syrup spot. More details will be shared with you in due course. Your objective? An area located near the river flowing east to west, right between the mountain ranges. I've marked it on your hunter mate. Godspeed. If you ever need any help or general information, your codex is a great place to start. I'm sure you think it's weird that I'm asking you to pick up maple syrup. I know. Talk about New England cliché. While we're on the topic of cliches, did you know the white-tailed deer is one of New Hampshire's living insignia? It's also one of our most popular species among hunters. So, if you like hunting white-tailed deer, feel free to take part in our challenge. Can't wait to see you in action. It might be hard to get your head around it, but ultimately, moving slower will get you to what you want quicker. A surefire way to tell someone had a genuine outdoor experience is looking for the dirt on their knees. So go ahead, get closer to the ground and you'll have a better chance of closing in on your prey. I've been walking in wilderness as long as I can remember. Me and my father, we basically lived outdoors. I'd get to know every species, every specimen. Learn what they eat, where they sleep, how they feel. Being a hunter ain't cheap. There's no way around it. Use the money you get from harvesting to further your hunting endeavors. At the end of the day, you gotta respect all creatures, especially the ones you hunt. The first time I came here, I was 19. I worked here as a seasonal ranger one summer, and I just fell in love with the place. I was lucky they offered me a full-time job as a ranger. Flash forward 20 years, and I'm head warden. Funny how life can be sometimes. I'm originally from the Pacific Northwest. I was born and raised in the Layton Lake District Reserve. Rings a bell? Yep, exactly. That same reserve you visited back then. This probably gives you a big clue as to who my surprise guest is. Fair warning, though. He can be a little gruff and reserved. Unless you get him started on black bears or unethical hunters, then he won't shut up. His name? Colton Locke, a.k.a. my old man. Everyone always calls him Doc. Even my mom. I never understood why. This might be a good track to follow. but make sure you don't bump the animal. Slow and steady wins the race. Walking towards your prey is one way of getting closer to it, but you can also turn the tables and try to get them to walk towards you. Always have the collar for your intended prey in your backpack.